chit chat with you guys. Hey guys, and welcome back to the vlog and happy new year. This is the first official vlog of 2026, and today I'm bringing you guys along for a new year reset. I feel like this is definitely needed because I have been in, I don't want to say rot mode, but I definitely been resting over these past 2 weeks that I took off work, and I just was not trying to do anything too crazy. I wanted to actually relax and start the new year off right, and I've done that. So now it's time to get back into my routines and get back into my productive mindset. So starting off with that, we're going to take down the Christmas decor, put that away, and reset our house so that I start off this new work week on a fresh note with a clean house, groceries, all the above. But I just wanted to say hi to you guys. I know it's been a while since I've done a long form video. If this is your first time coming across my channel, my name is Ulyssia. I'm a wife, a mom of 3 girls, and I work full-time as a corporate project manager remotely. So I do post lots of work from home vlogs, lifestyle vlogs, and pretty much everything in between. And if you haven't subscribed already, I would love for you to hit subscribe down below. But yeah, guys, so Christmas break is officially done and it is time to go back to work tomorrow, unfortunately. So today is just really just getting back into that mindset of getting into a routine and just being productive, because I will be honest, these past 2 weeks I have done none of that. I've kept up with my daily, nightly reset, but other than that, I just been letting the kids do whatever and have just been mentally resting, which is much needed, especially this time of the year. Really excited to get back into the swing of things. So come on, you guys already know the routine. You guys are gonna come along with me, and hopefully this motivates you to take down your Christmas decor if you haven't already. Let's get into it. So here's what we're working with in the living room. We have, of course, the Christmas tree and all the ornaments on the tree, and we also have our stockings, and I have a little Christmas village there. In the kitchen, I also have the wreath that needs to come down from up there on top of the cabinet. So as you can see, it's a lot that we need to take down. So I'm gonna put on some music or maybe watch a YouTube video while I take everything down, and then we're going to move to cleaning the girls' room and their bathroom before we pick them up. Quick check-in. So the Christmas tree and all the decor is down. Now I just need to vacuum the floor and I need to put the plant back in this corner, and I think this area is done. I think we are gonna have to take a break from cleaning because we have to go pick up the kids by a certain time and then go get dinner. So I'm gonna have to come home and finish everything after that. But I'm so sad that the Christmas stuff is down, but at the same time it's just like a bittersweet moment for me because, like I said, I love Christmas, but it was time for it to come down. Hey guys, it's actually a couple days later and I just got home from the grocery store. So I wanted to do a quick haul to show you guys what we purchased for this week. When we go grocery shopping, we try to go for a week or 2 at a time, only because the fruit and the vegetables tend to go back pretty quickly. So we try to make sure that we're able to use everything before we go back for more fruit and veggies. So quickly show you guys that. But in this vlog, I also wanted to just sit down and discuss some of the goals that I have for 2026. As well as my new planner for 2026, because you guys know for the past couple of years I have been using my iPad for planning, also note-taking when I'm in my meetings at work. But I'm switching things up this year, so I wanted to show you guys how I planned on using my planner, as well as just regular notebooks to stay on top of things when I'm at work. But for now, let's just do this quick grocery haul and then we can get into our 2026 goals. Starting off with the healthy things, of course. We got some carrots, some cucumbers, peppers, broccoli and carrots. Whenever I'm feeling lazy and I don't want to cook something like extravagant, I always go for broccoli and carrots with chicken. Easy meal. Then of course we have our salad. We have celery to go with the beef stew that I'll be making for dinner this week. Tomatoes, beef, potatoes, and croissants for the girls. We also like to get some of the bigger bulk items from Sam's, especially the girl snacks, because I feel like you just get more for your money. So here are the things that we actually got from Sam's. We normally get the girls Lunchables for their snacks, but we decided to get a different brand this time, and we got the Members Mark brand, and this is uncured turkey and ham. So it's supposed to be a little bit healthier, but we'll see if the girls actually eat it. And of course, we have to have the chicken nuggets. And excuse my nail, I took one of them off. I'm actually in the process of taking this color off to redo my nails for this week. But yeah, I'm going to quickly put away these groceries so that I can go and sit down and review some of the goals that I have for 2026. I'm not going to share all of my goals for this year because I do feel that some of the bigger goals should be kept private. But I will give you guys like an inside scoop on what I am working towards this year. And you should already know by now what one of those goals will be, and it definitely has to do with content. This past year, I have been trying to play around with short form content and long form content, and it is a lot to try to do both at the same time. So I decided I'm going to stick with my long form content, and I'll try to batch as much content as possible for short form to see where it goes from there. But YouTube has always been my main priority, and it is time to get back to my long form vlogs. I know you guys have missed the long form vlogs. So many of you have actually reached out to me asking me when I'm coming back. So the long form vlogs are back. Don't worry, they're here to stay. I will be doing more work from home vlogs as usual. I'll bring you guys along for a day in my life as a project manager and mom of 3. So whatever you guys want to see in my long form vlogs, let me know down in the comments, and I'll be sure to create some of these videos for you guys. Okay, I'm finally done putting away the groceries, so now I could just sit here and focus on doing a little chit chat with you guys and discussing some of the goals that I set for 2025. How did I do with those goals? And then move into some of my 2026 goals as well. And I'm pretty sure you guys can hear the kids in the background. Excuse the noise. They're supposed to be cleaning their room right now, but as you can hear, they're most likely playing instead of cleaning. So I want to quickly film this so I can go and make sure they actually clean up their room. But for 2025 was a very good year for me for my career, personal, everything. I feel like it was a really good year for me, but there were some things that I could have done a lot better. Content creation, to be specific, I definitely feel like I pushed content to the back burner towards the end of the year because I started to get burned out with work. One of the main goals that I had for 2025 was to actually work towards getting a promotion, which I did work towards that goal, but I won't know for sure if I actually got the promotion until our mid-year review, which will be in February. So fingers crossed that I actually get that promotion because it's something that I really worked hard towards getting this year. And I actually took control this year more than I have in the past about my development, and I'm really proud of myself for that. But I actually advocated for what I wanted this year, and my boss made it happen. I'm really, really excited to see where that goes in terms of my personal goals that I set, which included traveling with my family. You guys know that we did do our very first family cruise this year, and I was so excited to see the girls' reaction to they've been on the cruise for the first time, and they loved it. And it's safe to say that we will be doing more cruises with them again in the future, so much so that we've already booked another cruise and more to come on that. But I'm really, really excited, and I do think that moving forward, we will try to push towards at least doing one cruise a year and maybe like another small trip or two throughout the year, because I feel that my husband and I both work really hard for our family to not go on multiple vacations per year. So we're making it more of a priority this year to have a sinking fund just for traveling with our family. So I'm really, really excited about that. And then, of course, like I said, some of the other goals that I had set do fall into the content creator category for me. And I had some really big goals for 2025. And I don't want to say that I'm disappointed in myself, because I know the reason why I wasn't able to achieve those goals, which was because of work. Like I said, I do work a full-time job, and I don't see myself ever quitting this job. So even if I grow the way I want to this year with content creation, I'm not quitting my job. The goal was to continue to grow this community, but I also don't want to discount myself, because I did grow to 6,000 subscribers here on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for supporting me. I will say that I have not been the most consistent, and I am aware of that, and that's something that I will be working towards this year. But again, it's mostly because of work became a priority, and I had to choose one. It was either focus on creating content or excel in my career. And now that I feel that I'm at a point where I'm happy with my career trajectory, that I don't need to necessarily go as hard this year, so I can focus on my hobbies and my side hustles, which would be my YouTube channel. So, okay, had to pause for a second because the kids were making too much noise. But moving into my 2026 goals, as I mentioned, if you keep seeing me look up, it's because my vision board is right here on the wall. And I did that intentionally so that I can see it when I'm sitting here at my desk working every single day. I can look over at my vision board to remind myself what I'm doing this year, why I'm trying to achieve it. And yeah, I'm just really excited for the goals that I have set for myself for this year. And how I'm doing things a little bit differently this year versus last year is, last year I feel like I had a lot of goals set, like a lot. I feel like it was more than 10 goals total that I had set for myself. And this year I want to say I have not even half of that. And because of that, I feel like I've set more realistic goals this year that I can actually achieve by the end of the year. So some of the goals that I have set for 2026 are a continuation of the goals that I had from 2025. I'm just going a little bit deeper for these goals. Again, I really want to show you guys my vision board, but because I wrote on it and things are a little bit too personal, I will not show you my main vision board, but I will show you guys what I have on my vision board that I actually had printed from Staples in my planner. And I'll show you guys in more detail shortly. So what I'm doing differently this year for 2026 is I'm only setting 2 goals for each of the category of my life, which consists of personal goals, career, and content. That's it. 2 goals for each of those categories. And these 2 main goals can actually be broken down into smaller goals as well. And I am going to continue on with the 12 a year this year because I feel like it's much easier for me to continue to track how well I'm doing with each of these goals every single quarter. So that is the plan. I will say I can give you guys like a little insight on some of the goals that I'm setting, just not all of them. So for career, I'm going to continue on with what I did last year, which is continue on with my scheduling training. I actually had to purchase a course that our scheduling team recommended, and I'm going to be doing that this year. That course is actually broken down into 3 different sections. So it's beginner scheduling, intermediate, and then advanced. I'm going to be taking all 3 of those courses this year. And the plus side to that is that the job does reimburse me for that. And it's just allowing me to just get better at being a scheduler. For content, my main goal for this year with content is to just get to a point where I'm posting at least once a week here on YouTube long form, and maybe 5 to 6 every single week for short form. And my main short form platform will be Instagram this year because I really want to crack the code on Instagram. I feel like I've been stuck around 700 followers on Instagram, and it's mostly because I just post personal stuff over there. I really don't do too much. I recently started doing reels, but it's going to take some time for the algorithm to pick up my content and actually grow from there. But yeah, Instagram is my main short form content platform. And of course, YouTube is always going to be here to stay. YouTube has always had a place in my heart. This is where I started. And yeah, I've always wanted to be a YouTuber, and now I am a YouTuber. And I'm just really excited for the growth that I have planned for myself for this year. So let me know down in the comments some of the videos that you guys want to see. One of my main goals for this year is to bring back my work-life diary series. I actually was inspired by Jenna Hung, which I'll leave her information down in the description box. I absolutely love Jenna's channel. I started following her back during COVID days when I was pregnant with my second baby. I just love how like real she is, and she's not afraid to show that she worked a full-time job. She has no intentions of leaving her full-time job, and just how she balances being able to train for marathons, half marathons, just stay healthy and fit and still make time for her family and friends. So I really love that about her. But what I've noticed here on YouTube is that there's not a lot of full-time working moms creating content on YouTube. I know why, because we are very busy. We have very limited time. But I do want to be the representation that I want to see. So I will be bringing back those work-life diaries vlogs because, again, there's not a lot of working moms here on YouTube really showing how they're able to balance their full-time job, their marriage, their kids, and everything that they want to do for themselves to continue to develop themselves as a person. So that is what I want to, that's what I want to be for you all. I really want to show you guys how I'm able to do everything, give you some tips and tricks, and how I'm able to just stay afloat. So yeah, I'm really excited for that series. I originally titled it Working Mom Diaries a while back, but I do feel that Work Life Diaries makes more sense because it's not only about me being a working mom. It is truly how I'm able to balance work and life and everything in between. So I'm really excited for that series to come back. The very next video on my YouTube channel will be the first vlog in that Work Life Diaries series. So super excited. So let me know what else you guys want to see down below and I will be sure to make that. There's more to come. I just know that I have some very big plans this year for our family, for my career, for this YouTube channel. So stay tuned. But we are going to go ahead and head out to Justin's mom's house for dinner. And when we come back, I am going to finish resetting the house for the work week. That's something I like to do every Sunday, is to just simply sit down and number one, to go grocery shopping for the week, plan my week in my planner, and also just do a quick reset in terms of cleaning the girls' room, bathroom, the kitchen, living room, and mop the floor. So we're going to do all of that when we come back. And yeah, I'll catch up with you guys shortly.